Hi, this video is to demonstrate a DIY method to remove a spark plug that that has the wire fused to it. These spark plugs came from a 1999 2.2 liter 4-cylinder Camry, and all three other of the spark plugs came out just fine, but plug number 2, for some reason the wire kind of broke off and the tip of it is just basically fused to the end of the plug. So what happens is when you take your spark plug socket, it has an extension on it, it'll just stop right here because it has some depth to allow the tip of the spark plug, of course, but it's not deep enough to allow this, 2 inches of wire that's now stuck to it. So I tried to figure out a way to be able to get this free because I had a set of wires that I was replacing the current wires with, so I don't really care that this broke off. All I need to do is just get this free, and then I have a magnet that I was just going to hook to the top and I can pop it out. So I thought about getting some needle nose pliers, but the thing is that this is pretty deep. You'd have to have needle nose pliers that are probably 4 inches deep and that are very long, and even if you were able to get onto this, in my case this is spinning freely, so this wouldn't really do anything. It would just spin freely and the plug would just stay in place. So next I started looking online for tools because the spark plug socket I have has a hole down the middle. So if I can get like an extension or something that also has a hole, then I can effectively extend the depth of the spark plug socket, and I can allow this to go into the extension a little bit. And they do sell extensions that have a hole down the middle. I think they're called pass-through extensions, and they'll have like a hole all the way down. The thing is that those are a little expensive. They're like $15, and I didn't want to wait 2 days for them to come in. I just wanted to remove this spark plug right now, just get it out and throw it away. So I started thinking about drilling out this extension. The thing is that this is steel, so it'll probably take a little while. I didn't really want to have to deal with that. The next thing I noticed is with my spark plug I have actually has a hex end to it where you can fit another socket onto it. So I thought, okay, this is great, I can put it down. And then now I just need a socket to sit on top of this. The thing is that this is 19 millimeters for this particular spark plug socket. And on the Camry, the spark plug well would only fit up to a 17 millimeter socket. So the 17 millimeter just barely slipped in. So a 19 millimeter definitely was not going to fit, so this wasn't going to work either. So what I ended up doing that worked was I just made it kind of a mock extension out of wood. And this is just all cut by hand. This is not measured at all. But it just doesn't matter what this looks like as long as it fits into the hole and it spins. It's not so wide in one area that it gets stuck. And then you just need the box end to actually fit onto your socket. The top doesn't matter because you can actually probably spin it out by hand, but you can also get a clamp, pliers, and just hold it and spin it out like that. And then the last thing is that you need to drill a hole down the center of this. So to do that, I just took one of the other wires. Again, I'm replacing all the wires, so I just cut this open, and now you can see that tip of the wire, they got fused to this spark plug, and I just kept drilling out this hole until the wire fit in there, and now I know it's ready to use. So then what I did is I just took some electrical tape, because of course this could come out, it doesn't have that protrusion right here that's going to like hold on to it, and that doesn't really matter too much. If you just spin it freely, again, I can take this off and then take a magnet and pull that out. But the great thing about using electrical tape is that now you can you've got grip, so you can now hold it, but also it allows you to freely wiggle, because of course this is done completely by hand. It's not symmetrical at all, so I had to kind of wiggle it around in order to get the hole to line up with the hole in the spark plug socket. So once that was done, now the plug fits in with the wire attached to it. I was able to spin it out and pull it out.